Yeah, but it's also my sister's name. So people think I named it after my sister, but I didn't. It's my name. I'm Ummu and I make things out of clay. I do Ummuramics. So I make functional wear out of ceramics and I've been doing it since 2014 while I was a student in NAFA. I didn't love it at first because we were taught to make sculptures and everything, but then I realized that when we learned to make functional wear, there was this purpose, like for me it's like I wanted to make something that will serve you all the way. Maybe that's why, and also the permanence of it and the process and everything. Yeah, I think I just find it really interesting up until now. I make cups, I make bowls, platters. I actually make things that solely, I usually make things is for food mainly, but other people use it for like putting, like maybe when I make a plate, they would, instead of putting food, they put accessories or put their soap. I make things from whatever I see or from, usually it's from the heart, Just like when you see I think people usually miss, it's like a canvas for me. And people paint the skies, but I have to apply that on my ceramic pieces. So when I see like a very beautiful sky at some other time, and I'm like, I need to put that on my mug, how do I apply it? So for me, I like to make things that you can see is handmade. I think when you make something for your craft, you have to put yourself in it because that's the purpose. You're just sharing a piece of yourself with the piece you make. I didn't mean to start a business. So when I was in school, we were making conceptual art like sculptures and everything, and I didn't really enjoy it. So in between, I sneak in a lot of time making functional wear because for me, it's like you can use it after, you're not going to store it somewhere, right? So I started making a lot, and then I decided to just share these pieces on Instagram, like just decided to. And then I discovered like a whole new different world in Instagram because there were so many people doing ceramics, but not really in Singapore, but in the Western culture, and they were selling their pieces at art fairs. So I'm like, okay, why not? So I signed up for a booth when I was a student. I think it was at Fort Canning. It was about $70. It was expensive for a student to sell. So I didn't expect anything much. My intention was to share the craft. Because when I found ceramics, I was like really in love with this medium. So I really wanted to share. So when I did the art market, I didn't expect the response to be actually quite nice. They bought my things, I'm like, okay. So from there on, I just continued making more functional things in between my school hours. And I started signing up for more art markets. So when I graduated, I think the first thing I did was to get a job, a real job, not Ummuramics. I didn't think as Ummuramics to support me fully. So I got a job because you have to pay back your loans and everything. I think it just very recently it dawned on me that I have to do this as a business to support me if I want to continue it because it's taking up a lot of my time. I felt it was the right thing to do. The only thing that was hard was of course financially, because I didn't have any savings or whatever. It wasn't pre-planned very long. It was just something I really wanted to do. So I guess the hardest thing was the fear, but it was like a good fear, it's like you want to jump off the cliff into the ocean, and it's good, but it's also scary. It just really felt something that I really needed to do, so why not? Yeah, I think if you find something that's right for you and everything, it doesn't get really hard to do that jump from full-time job to do a craft in Singapore. I'm considered very lucky because my family has no issues with me doing whatever I want to do in my art. In fact, they've been very supportive. But I mean, I messed up the house, but I think they should know that by now. Yeah, so far I have no problem in that aspect of life, So I think I'm very fortunate. What's the worst that could happen? So she asked me what's the worst that could happen, and if it's good, something about making yourself happy, not other people happy. Think about you. I think people, when they want to do something, they always think, oh, then what if my mom or dad, The thing is, you ask yourself. So she told me, ask myself what I want to do, what I want to be happy. And I decided I just want to do my ceramics. That makes me happy. Okay, definitely do it from your heart. Yeah, don't think about I have to. For me, because I don't think it's about like the money I must earn lots and lots of money. I want to be famous for my business or whatever. No, I think it's really your intention. It's really your intention. So have good intentions about why you want to do this. For me, I just want to share my craft. Yeah, do it from the heart. Be nice. Yeah.